I had an affair with my boss, but I ended up becoming friends with his wife, Lisa. One day, Lisa showed up in front of me with bruises. She deliberately zipped her jacket higher like she was hiding something. I couldn't help asking if her husband had hit her. She said no and said she just ran into something. Later, Lisa took me back to her house. She lowered her voice and said,
I think David killed Rob.
She told me that long ago, the three of them had gone on a trip to a castle together. Then one day, David suddenly told her that Rob had left. But Lisa knew better. Rob would never leave without saying a word, unless he was dead. She suspected that David got jealous, that Rob had gotten too close to her, and that jealousy pushed David too far. When I got home, I took out the notebook. As I flipped through it, I realized something was wrong. Almost everything inside was about Rob. At some point, I fell asleep. In my dream, I saw a door. When I opened it, my soul was suddenly in my son's bedroom. I saw him reach out and knock over a glass of water. The next second, I jolted awake. I ran straight into his room. Everything was exactly the same as in the dream. Trying to stay calm, I went back to the notebook. That's when I noticed several pages were torn out. Right then, the doorbell rang. It was David. He warned me to stay out of his marriage. Otherwise, I'd get hurt. The next day, I managed to contact Rob's family. Their response was cold. They told me Rob had gone missing 10 years ago. After that, I started digging into the fire at the estate. I found old reports. Some journalists had suspected that David set the fire himself to get the money, so I wrote an anonymous tip and sent it to the officer who handled the case back then. That night, I fell asleep again. This time, my soul drifted into the neighbor's house. In real life, my son couldn't wake me up no matter how hard he tried. He panicked. He shook me over and over until I finally came back. To make sure what I saw wasn't just coincidence, I knocked on the neighbor's door. When she opened it, I froze. The layout, the furniture, everything, exactly the same as in my dream. That's when it hit me. The way I had just woken up was exactly the same as when I woke Lisa up before. And in that moment, a terrifying thought crept into my mind.